This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Gators will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Sellers to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. He'll take it himself. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They want to run this quarterback. Delivers the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
On the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Jones to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You see it so much in college football when they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Off play action. Rushes on him. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. And how quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. The run inside. It's Montgomery. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Gators in the hurry-up.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, you could tell he wanted to get to the big man, and I would too, by the way. You got a 6'4", 6'5", 6'17" wide receiver out there. You want to throw it up so he can make a play. Set those feet first, then you give it to him.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. To slam in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gator! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Mays. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking left. Found the spot in the defense. Speeding down the left side. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And now on second down for this offense. Jones to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he makes the catch. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback keeper buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. On the run, it's McAllister. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Snowed under by the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. The throw to the outside is complete.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Sellers. He's got him in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This is a designed run. Maybe some room here. The 30, past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina!
You You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Jones wants to throw it. Pucks it out of the air. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. What a job to lay out and make the catch. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Tigers with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
He'll start the third quarter with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets the back moving. Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weak...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch and he's free. The 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Throwing, Sellers. Bringing the heat. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
On the run, it's McAllister. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. It's complete to the right. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here's Sellers to throw. That pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Clark. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to beat the D deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Using his feet. Finding some room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Sellers fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Quarterback will keep it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Throwing Sellers. He's got him. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
And right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Ball. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Jones wants to throw it. Release to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Might as well stick with him. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Gators want to move quickly.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll run it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Clark.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Sellers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. It's complete. There he goes. Touchdown, Gators. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter. Got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He wants to change this route. They'll throw it from the red zone. Moving out to the right. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen.
And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen, some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. the change now on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's McAllister. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple